Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 NCAA Division I Men's Soccer Selection Show. I'm your host, Kelsey Casper, and I'm so excited to be here today to announce the 48 teams whose dreams of a national championship are still alive. Well, here are the details that you need to know. The 48-team field consists of 22 automatic qualifiers and 26 at-large bids. The top 16 seeds will receive a first-round bye in this bracket. The first round begins this Thursday, November 20th, followed by the second round on the 23rd. Third round action takes place on November 29th or the 30th, while the quarterfinals the following weekend. Then, the top 4 teams advancing to the Men's College Cup in Cary, North Carolina, with the semifinals on Friday, December 12th, and the national championship on Monday, December 15th. Last season, it was Vermont who won their first national title in school history. Will we see a back-to-back champion, or will there be a different team crowned in December? The excitement is building, and I'm sure y'all are ready for this year's bracket, so let's dive into this year's field. The first team to hear their name, it's none other than Vermont, the #1 overall seed. The Catamounts begin this year's tournament with hopes of back-to-back national titles. Vermont comes into the bracket without a loss on their record and another American East title. It's their third under head coach Rob Dow, and they did it in front of a sellout crowd, their 12th consecutive sellout at Virtue Field. Vermont will play the winner of this first-round matchup, starting with Syracuse. The first at-large bid belongs to the Orange. Syracuse tournament run ended in the ACC semifinals, but it did feature an upset of NC State beating the Wolfpack 3-0, featuring a great performance from goalkeeper Thomas Hunt with 9 saves, the most in his career. And they will match up with Hofstra in the first round. The Pride can take a breath because they are in. 12 wins on the season for the Pride, who at one point this year were riding an 8-game win streak, which was the longest in the nation. Lori Goddard earned CAA Player and Midfielder of the Year honors, while head coach Richard Nuttall was voted Conference Coach of the Year. Moving along, we say hello to Clemson. The Tigers this season posting a 4-2-2 record in ACC play as they look to make another deep run in the bracket. 2 national championships for the Tigers in the last 4 years, and 4 all time will this year be their 5th. Taking on Clemson, it's Western Michigan. The Broncos became the first ever 6th seed to win the MVC championships, taking down Evansville to win their 2nd title in 3 years. This is Western Michigan's 4th straight NCAA appearance. And with the 16 seed in this bracket and a first-round bye, it's Furman. A goal from freshman Ryan Reed was all Furman needed to defeat UNC Greensboro and secure the program's 16th SoCon title in program history. The win also extended the Paladins' win streak to 8 matches and their unbeaten run to 11 games. Moving down the bracket, seeded 9th, it's San Diego. The Toros made history this weekend, becoming the first WCC program to win 4 consecutive conference titles after defeating Oregon State 4-2. Ian Wagner finished the regular season with 8 goals to lead San Diego this year. And they will face the winner of this game, starting with UCLA. What a run for the Bruins in the Big Ten tourney. After upsetting the #1 team in the country, the Bruins dominated in their final match, beating Michigan 5-0. This marks UCLA's first Big Ten tournament title as they are set to make their 5th consecutive playoff appearance. Heading to UCLA, it's Grand Canyon. The Lopes punched their ticket to the tournament, taking home the WAC tournament title, their first since 2018. Throughout the week, the Lopes outscoring their opponents 8-1 and have now built an 8-match unbeaten streak heading into the tournament. Next, let's say hello to Denver. The Pioneers are in the field for the 15th time in program history. Confetti was flying as Denver beat Kansas City for the Summit title. Keegan Kelly got the scoring started for the Pioneers. It was his 5th goal in the last 3 matches, while Kyle McGowan notched his 8th goal of the season in the 37th minute. They will place host to UC Irvine. The Anteaters were the first team to clinch a spot in this year's field after winning their 6th Big West Championship in program history this past Friday. UCI is now unbeaten in 11 straight with 3 consecutive wins. And at the 8th seed, it's Portland. It has been a historic season for the Pilots, finishing 13-1-3 for their best regular season record since 1995. They have ranked in the top 10 nationally for 10 straight weeks. Also, earlier this season, the Pilots put together a 23-game unbeaten streak that dated back to last season. It was the longest in program history. Quarter of the way through the bracket, the 5 seed belongs to SMU, the champs of the ACC. Men's soccer winning the school's first ACC title in any sport after joining the conference last year, and they did it as the number 7 seed. The Mustangs had to beat Wake Forest, Stanford, Syracuse, and top-seeded Virginia in the championship final to secure the automatic bid. What a run. Our next first-round matchup features Oregon State. Make it 6 straight NCAA appearances for the Beavers, who enter this year's field with a 10-4-2 record under first-year head coach Jared Brookins. The Beavers this season leading the nation in assists per game with 3.8. Facing off with the Beavers, it's Washington. A 10-win season for the Huskies, who head into the tournament with an at-large bid. Washington is led by Big Ten Midfielder of the Year Richie Amon, who leads the conference in assists while playing in every game this season for the Huskies. Down the left side, we welcome in Kansas City. The Roos are in. Kansas City advanced to the Summit League final and enters the tournament with an 11-3-5 mark and with the 20th best RPI in the nation. And they will play host to Lindenwood. I know the Lions are celebrating at their watch party right now because they are in the tournament for the first time in program history. The Lions defeated Houston 4-2 in PKs to earn the automatic bid, which featured a huge save from goalkeeper Quinn Clausen to secure the win. Earning the 12th seed in this year's field, it's Stanford. Stanford remained one of the top teams in the nation this year, spending 2 separate stints as number 1 in the country and also reaching double-digit wins for the 8th time under head coach Jeremy Gunn. Another first-round bye belongs to UConn. The Huskies earning the 13th seed on this year's bracket. UConn beat a solid Akron team, advancing to the Big East title game this season, and they come into the tournament with an 11-4-4 record. Our next first-round matchup begins with Cornell. Here come the Big Red with an at-large bid. 13 wins on the season for Cornell, who averages just over 2 goals per game, while only allowing 11 all season. Facing off with Cornell is Lafayette. Hearts were racing yesterday as the Patriot League title match came down to PKs, but it was Lafayette who came out on top of rival Lehigh to win their 8th Patriot League title. Senior captain Eric Axman made 2 critical saves in the shootout, while sophomore Riley Martin nailed the match-winning penalty kick for the win. Final 3 teams on the left. Up next, it's North Carolina. The Tar Heels had a tough win against Notre Dame to advance to the ACC quarterfinals for the 12th time under head coach Carlos Serrano. UNC is paced by Nacho Abil, who's played at every game this season and leads the team with 6 goals. And they will play host to North Florida. Just minutes into the overtime period, junior defender Paul Schascherer earned the game-winning score to secure North Florida's 2nd consecutive Atlantic Sun tournament title, their 3rd in program history. And with the 4 seed overall, we see Maryland. Despite suffering their first loss in the Big Ten tournament, the Terps finished the regular season unbeaten for the first time since 2016, earning its 7th Big Ten regular season title. Maryland also set a new program record with 6 first-team All-Big Ten selections this season. Halfway through, we move over to the right side of our bracket, as the 3 seed belongs to Princeton. The Tigers are back-to-back Ivy League champs. This is the first time in program history Princeton has won both the Ivy Championship and tournament in the same season. The Tigers are led by the conference coaching staff of the year, Jim Barlow, who is in his 29th season leading the program. And they will play either one of these next 2 teams. We start things off with Duke. The Blue Devils' resume was good enough to snag an at-large bid as they were the 5th seed in this year's ACC tournament. And they have a first-round date with FDU. FDU avenged their regular season loss to beat St. Francis 1-0 in overtime and bring home their 10th NEC title in program history. It was Jaime Barbero who secured the game-winning goal, his 6th of the season, which is a new career high. Up next, let's welcome in Michigan. The Wolverines earned their 9th shutout of the season, taking out ranked Washington last week to advance to their 2nd consecutive Big Ten tournament final. And along the way this year, Michigan was riding a 7-match unbeaten streak with 6 wins, where the Wolverines scored 16 goals while only giving up 3. Here's a good first-round matchup. Notre Dame is in. Facing the Wolverines in round 1, the 2013 national champions look to make another deep run as the Fighting Irish are led by Mitch Ferguson and Wyatt Forso, each with 5 goals on the season. And the winner of this matchup will face Akron, the 14th seed in this year's field. For the 15th time in the last 20 seasons, Akron is heading into the national tournament. The 2010 national champions earned an at-large bid into this year's field, boasting an 11-win season under head coach Jared Embrick in his 13th year. Moving down the right side, with the 11th seed, it's Bryant. The Bulldogs snag an at-large bid. Bryant advanced to their 3rd straight American East Championship game this past weekend. The Bulldogs are led by Jaime Amaro, who leads the conference in goals, assists, points, and game-winning goals. He also has tied the school record for most assists in a season. Up next, it's Seton Hall. The Pirates can celebrate because they are in the tournament. A 7-3-7 record for Seton Hall, and highlighted by Augustin Resch earning Big East Defensive Player of the Year honors. And they will take on Siena. Shout out Siena, who is making their first ever appearance in the NCAA tournament, winning the program's first MAAC Conference Championship. Benek Linder in the goal saved the potential match-tying PK with just 52 seconds remaining. The Saints are winners of 4 straight and unbeaten in 12 of their last 13 matches. Still in the first round, up next, it's St. Louis. It came down to a shootout, but it was the Billikens who outlasted Dayton to take home the A-10 championship trophy yesterday for the first time since 2023. Jeremy Abenel was named tournament MVP, making a save in the PK shootout and converted the Billikens' chance in the 4th round. And they will go head-to-head with Kentucky. The Wildcats won the SBC regular season title for the 2nd time since joining the conference in 2022. Sebastian Conlon won Goalkeeper of the Year for the 2nd consecutive season, while John Cedargrit was honored as SBC Coach of the Year. With the first round bye and the 6th seed, it's Indiana. An at-large bid going to the Hoosiers, who are 8-time national champions. The Hoosiers are led by Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year Palmer Alt, who leads the nation in both goals with 16 and points with 42. Earning the 7th seed, let's bring in Georgetown. 7 Big East championships in Hoya history after Georgetown defeated UConn this Sunday for the conference crown. It's back-to-back for the Hoyas, the first time since a run in 2017 through the 19. Moving along, let's say hello to UCF. The Knights had to go to work as a 5 seed in the conference tournament, earning a pair of top 25 wins along the way, but they fought their way all the way to the title match and earned their 5th conference title in program history, beating Marshall. And they will face off with Florida Atlantic. For the first time since 2017, the Owls can call themselves conference champs after beating FIU for the American Conference Tournament title. Conference Offensive Player of the Year Mamadou Diarra scored 2 goals in the big win. Our next first-round matchup begins with West Virginia. The Mountaineers this season are led by Sun Belt Player and Offensive Player of the Year Marcus Calderay, leading the conference with 25 points this regular season on 9 goals and 7 assists. His 5 game-winning goals are 2nd most in the country. And they will battle it out with St. John's. The Johnnies capped off the regular season in historic fashion, notching a program record 10 goals in 1 game over City College of New York to end the season with a 9-5-4 record. Earning the 10th seed, it's High Point. The Panthers completed the undefeated conference season by winning their 4th Big South tournament title in program history. High Point's 13 wins are the most the Panthers have won in a season since 2019. Final 6 teams. At the 15th seed, it's NC State. An impressive season for the Wolfpack, especially during the regular season and conference play. NC State ended the season with 6 players earning all ACC honors, including Logan Erb, Conference Goalkeeper of the Year, leading the ACC in shutouts, shutouts per game, save percentage, and goals against average. And ACC Offensive Player of the Year, Donovan Phillip, leads in shots, shots per game, points per game, and finally, goals and goals per game. And they will play the winner of this next matchup with Marshall. The national runners-up a season ago have another shot at a national title, looking for their first since 2020. Facing Marshall in round 1, it's Cleveland State. A double overtime thriller in the Horizon League Championship ended in the Vikings' favor as Cleveland State earned their 3rd conference title in program history. The hero of the game, sophomore Mateo Correa, who headed in the only goal of the game in the 103rd minute. Our last first-round matchup. UNC Greensboro is in. The Spartans doing enough this year to earn a spot in the bracket. 12 wins on the year for UNC Greensboro as 12 Spartans were named to the SoCon All-Conference teams. Taking on the Spartans, it's Elon. For the first time in program history, the Phoenix are CAA champs. Martin Kozak earned Most Outstanding Player honors, while Jackson Levitt recorded his 11th shutout of the season. The first team conference selection is top 15 in the country in both goals against average and save percentage this year. Our final team, the overall 2 seed belongs to Virginia. Although falling in the conference tournament final, Virginia went undefeated in ACC play this season for the first time since 2001. Also during the year, they were riding a 14-game unbeaten streak. But surely the Cavaliers are hungry to redeem themselves and carry North Carolina, as this group is in search of their 7th national title in program history and first since 2014. So there you have it, the 48 teams who all have a shot at being crowned a national champion. Just a reminder, action kicks off this Thursday in the first round, second round action on November 23rd. Third round and quarterfinals to follow, with all of those matches airing on ESPN+. The last 4 teams will advance to carry North Carolina, where a national champion will be crowned on December 15th, with the semis and championships airing on ESPNU. Thank you all for tuning in to this year's show. Congratulations to all the teams, and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's competition.
Class, today we're talking NCAA championships and life lessons. Schoolwork got you stressed, feeling overwhelmed. Need a place to unleash a quick, hearty yell? Behold. Join thousands of screaming fans for a heart-pounding in-person experience you have to see to believe. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Visit ncaa.com/tickets.
Professor, who are you talking to?